Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today is my weekly shop my stash. Now I'm using my new lens on my older camera, so it's not a brand new camera, but I haven't used it in like close to 2 years. It's about 18-19 months since I last used it because the lens got broken, and it was cheaper for me to buy a second-hand lens, which was in excellent condition. I've filmed a video about it. It was an unboxing, first impressions, and I know I'm on a low buy, but the low buy is only for makeup. If I need essentials, then I've got to get them. And my Canon camera is on its last leg, so I thought I'd better get the lens before it breaks down completely and I won't be able to film. So this lens that's on the camera now was £67, which isn't too bad for a lens that's in excellent condition. Anyway, let's talk about the products that we pulled for last week. I think I'm going to have to put this on my tripod because it's already getting quite heavy. So let me just go and do that. Okay, so let's start, because I don't want this video to drag on forever like they all do. So I'm just going to pull the drawer out like I always do. So let's talk primers. So last week we pulled this one in, just making sure that we're in the frame. So this one is the Natural Collection Hydrating and Radiance Primer. Very, very nice, guys. I absolutely love this. In fact, I might get one of these for a giveaway. I don't know if they do a pore refining one as well, but yeah, they're really, really good. If they do a pore refining one, then I need to get myself one of them, and I might also put one of them in the giveaway. But definitely, I think I'll get one of these for the giveaway because I just feel like it'd be really nice if you're not from the UK and you win. You know, you could try some UK products. So that's going back. This Sleek Berkist Illuminator is also going back. So it's in the shade Monaco, and I got this in a Birchbox. I don't know, it was years ago at this point. I mean, it's still okay for me to use. It's really, really nice. I just used it under my eye as like a brightener, and it really, really worked a treat. So yeah, that can go back. I'm sure we'll be pulling that again at some point. So the concealers that I used, I don't think I pulled these out, did I? Don't think I pulled them out in last week's Shop My Stash. I'm not too sure though, so I might be. But yeah, we've got two of those, and we've got one's in Fur Beige. So this is the darker of the two shades, and then this one is the Fair Rose shade. So I put this on the inner portion and outer portion, and then put this one in the middle, and I also use that by itself as well. I mean, as far as hydrating concealers go, they're okay. It's just not my favourite, guys. I've got other concealers that I like better. So that's them. The foundation that I wore last week was the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. My shade is in 1R 1.C. It's not really focusing. So yeah, it's a bit dirty, but yeah, it's a really nice foundation. That's the only SPF I have, so that just stays in. Then powders. So the powders I used last week was this one, so I only used it about twice. So it's the Rimmel Stay Matte. This one is in the shade Transparent, and then I also used number 7, and it's the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light. Really, really nice. It's really nice just as an under eye setting powder. It really brightens because it's like a peachy shade, if you can see that there. It's like a peach. That's the shade of it there. So it does really, really brighten your under eye area. So if you want an under eye powder and don't want to spend a fortune, I'd recommend that. I think it's about £12. This stays in all the time as well. It's the only pore refining primer I've got. I need to change that very, very soon and get that e.l.f. one I've been eyeing up. This is my Project Pan foundation, so that stays in. Project Pan powder, we all know the score there, that stays in. And then this is my only primer I'm using at the moment. Well, it's an eye base, so it's W7 Get Set, and we're getting through it, guys. So I'll need to buy eye primer very, very soon. So that's the first drawer done with. Second drawer down. Okay, so we're going to put this back. So it's the Essence Matte Touch Blush in the shade Peach Me Up. Very, very pretty. I think I used it once, maybe twice, but I'm ready to put that back. It's been in a couple of weeks. I'm also ready to put this one back. So it's the PS Summerstern Face Palette, and I was quite surprised, guys. I loved this when I originally got it a couple of years ago for my birthday off my sister, but I'm not liking it as much. I'll keep it just because it was a gift off her, and I do like the highlighters. It's just the blushes. I think what it is, since I bought this palette, I've got other blushes in my collection that are higher quality. It isn't a bad palette for the price. I think it was about £8. Let's have a look. I think the price is still on the back. No, it was £7, and like I said, it's not a bad price for the for what you get in it. It's not a bad price for what you actually get in it, and the packaging is super cute. If it wasn't a gift off my sister, I would probably give it away, I've got to admit, and she probably wouldn't mind me giving it away. If it went anywhere, I'd give it to my niece, but I'm going to keep hold of it for a tiny bit longer. Another thing I could probably declutter quite happily is this one. So it's by invitation only. I want to give it another shot though. I mean, I did dip into all these shades here. It really does remind me of the Kevyn Aucoin blushes that they do. I want to leave it in this week, and if I don't like it, I'm going to give it to my mum. Bronzer. Now, I like this bronzer more than I thought. I thought I'd be decluttering it. So it's the Sephora Seychelles Cruise. I don't know if that's going to pick up on camera. But it is beautiful, guys. For pale girls like myself, it is absolutely stunning. So yeah, this is definitely staying in the collection, but it will go back, and we'll choose a different bronzer. And the rest of the products in here are Project Pan. So let's pop that back. The next drawer down is highlighters. So we pulled Maybelline Face Studio in Diamond Glow. Guys, this is absolutely, oh no, no, it's not broken. Phew, this is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna do you a swatch. It's so reflective. It really does compare with the Ofra ones. I don't know if you can see that, but that is just absolutely stunning. I almost like it more than Cookie, which is unbelievable considering the price difference. This is 27, and I think maybe the Maybelline was about £7 or £8. I didn't buy this, my mum bought me this. And this is also another really, really pretty highlighter, but this one has more of a pink tone on it. In it, should I say. Yeah, you can see the difference between the two highlighters there, but they're both beaming, and I like them both equally, so they can go back in the collection. I want to keep this one out, so this is probably my oldest highlighter palette. So it's the Sleek highlighting palette in Solstice, and it just looks like that. And I do only use the powders, but it is a gorgeous formula, and I really enjoyed using it when I used it this week. So yeah, we'll keep that one in. And then the others are just Project Pan highlighters. And then in here, can you see? Yeah, you can just about see that. So we've got brow products here. Excuse me. Got brow products here. Yeah, it's mainly brow products, and there's like a Charlotte Tilbury Colour Chameleon there. Yeah, it's just all brows. And then in here are lipsticks, Project Pan lipsticks. There's an e.l.f. lip scrub there, which I don't much care for, but I keep it in there. I will use it up. Then there's this Technique lip oil, which is nearly all gone as well. Yeah, so it's just things that I want close basically. So that's that. Then I need to move these over here, and then we can talk about eyeshadow palettes, and then we can shop my stash for the upcoming week. Right, so this here, this highlighter, I'm going to put that back in the collection as well. I've had it on my vanity for ages and it's quite big and bulky and I've not been using it, so that one can go back. Right, so let's talk about Huda first, as this was the first palette I used. So this one is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. So the looks that I've created with this palette are going up tomorrow, but unfortunately it is quite a long video, guys. I need to do something about me being so chatty. I mean, just look at that packaging though, isn't it packaging goals? It is so pretty. So yeah, in the next videos that I do, where I'm doing 5 days or 6 days with a palette, I need to make sure that I'm not being as chatty, because I don't want you guys thinking, oh gosh, it's an hour-long video. I mean, you don't have to watch it all in one go, do you? You can always come back to it or leave it playing in the background. But yeah, I did do 5 days, 5 looks with this, and I also like this little insert. It's an absolute beautiful palette. Do I have any criticisms on? So the criticisms I have with it, there aren't very many. I just wish the duochromes were a little bit more pigmented than they are. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love it. If you've not got this palette and were thinking about buying it, if you see a sale, I would say grab it. It's a really beautiful palette, and obviously, you know, you can check the looks that I created with it. Like I said, that will be going up in the next couple of days. And then the other palette that I used, let's get that, is this one. So it's the, can you even see it? It's the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler The Imagination palette. I'm a bit late with a Shop My Stash just purely because I did 4 days, 4 looks with this as well. I mean, look at the colour story on that palette, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. My favourite row out of this palette is definitely the 3rd row here. Otherwise, it's just a really plain neutrals palette, I think, without those pops of colours. And I probably wouldn't have even bought it just purely because I've got so many of those shades, and I wouldn't have needed it for the collection. But I did a really beautiful look on the first day with these 3 shades here. And I played with Dancing Queen and Like Butter yesterday, and also Posse, and that turned out really well. So yeah, I'm really happy with the palette. Some of the shades were a little bit of a flop, but I don't want to talk too much about that just because I've done a review on it when I did the looks. So I'll leave you to watch that if you want to. But yeah, the first day I tried to recreate this eyeshadow look that Maddie's got going on here. It didn't turn out exactly like hers, but it was close, I think. So when it goes up on the channel, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, that's the 2 palettes we played with. So I don't think you can see the makeup. Let me take you off the tripod again. Okay, so this is what I'm putting back. So I'll go and put all that back in the collection, and then we'll shop my stash for the upcoming week. Right, so here we are in my vanity. I thought I'd take you off the tripod and give you a bit of a close-up into the drawers. I'm going to try and film this the best way I possibly can. I was going to do a Pretty Random Chooses My Makeup, but I think I'm going to do it myself. I've not done this in a while, and my notepad's, I don't know where at the minute. So yeah, let's just get into the drawers. So for this week, I want to bring out the Glossier Future Dew again. I absolutely love this stuff. But if you do want a cheaper option, I would highly recommend... Whoops. I'm meant to be doing a review on these. I've done a first impressions, but I'm meant to be doing a review. So I would recommend the Revolution Glass Skin Primer. This one's £10, and I think the Future Dew was 20 something. So you're getting this one at half price basically. So right, there is that. I did want the anti-fatigue. I'm going to bring in the Infallible anti-fatigue primer as well, because I'm feeling so tired and drained and fatigued at the moment. I'm hoping this will work. So that's 2 primers. Well, we've actually got 3 because that's Project Pan primer there. Foundation, what we're using. Part of me wants to try this Radiant Lift one with a lighter foundation. It's too dark for me, even though it's in the shade Porcelain. So let's pull that. And then let's pull a really pale one. The Flower Beauty is quite pale. I don't know whether to pull the Dewy, the Wet n Wild Dewy. Let's see what they're like in comparison to one another. So I need one that's really, really pale. That one is a bit deeper. And what's the flower like? Yeah, the flower is lighter. Right, so we're going to mix the flower and the Max Factor and see what combo we get. So it's just those 2 there. Put that one back. Concealers. So I've got a choice of 3 basically because I used those 2 already. So we've got the Revolution Fast Base Concealer, which is nice. We've also got this Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser, which is the brightening shade. Or we've got the Glossier one, the Glossier Future Dew. Let's use that again since we're using the primer. Powders. Just trying to think. Well, for a loose powder, I think I'm going to pull this out. So the Rimmel Match Perfection, there isn't that much left. So yeah, we're going to try and do some damage with that. And compacts. Quite like this one, you know, for under eye. So we'll pull that one out as well. Illuminating products. What have we got here that I haven't used in a while? I'm quite partial to wanting to pull the L'Oreal True Match out. Let's do that. And then with bronzer, I'm thinking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So that's that. And I think that's everything, isn't it? Yeah, so this is what the drawer looks like, by the way. Don't think you've ever seen the entire contents of it because I can never position the tripod right. I need a better tripod really than the one I've got. Mine's really old. So yeah, that's what's in this drawer. We'll move over to what's in my bigger makeup collection now. Okay, so here again I am holding the camera rather than putting it on the tripod. I do want some cream blushes this time, so let's see what we've got. Well, I know what we've got because they're all new. So I want a flower one. So that's the Flower Bomb in Pinch, so that one's definitely coming out. And we'll bring this one out as well. So that one is the Barry M Fresh Face in Summer Rose, I think. Yeah, Summer Rose. So we'll just bring those 2 out for this week. Then I want to bring this out. It's really nice for the summer. It's Clinique Ginger Pop, so that's 3 blushes. Papadome Peach is also really nice for the summer. And what else shall we do? Part of me wants to do one of the Hourglass ones. No, actually. Let's bring this one in. I haven't used that one that much either. It's the flower in the shade. So it's the flower part in the shade Sweet Pea, is it? Yeah, Sweet Pea. So that's all 5 blushers. Probably a bit overkill as well because I do want to pull in a face palette if I can. Highlighters. I just want to use something that I've not used in forever. Been saying pick me, pick me. Wonder if I've got a highlighter palette I can use. Let me just go and check on my face palettes. Oh, I did want to use this Pixie one because I'm really not sure about it. I feel like I'll be decluttering it. I mean, the highlighters are nice, but they're quite chunky. So let's use this for the week, and then I'll be able to give you a decision next week whether I'm going to keep or declutter. So this is what the drawer looks like for face palettes. It's all my face palettes, various different ones, but I just thought I would show it to you. And then we've got some lipsticks and nail polishes here. Right, so for eyeshadow palettes, we're going to choose the biggest one by Colourpop I've got, which is this beautiful, beautiful Fade into Hue. Ever since this came into the collection, I've wanted to use it. I wanted you guys to see my collection first and obviously have no spoilers. So yeah, we're going to be using that this week. So there's 6 eyeshadows in there, or 6 rows should I say. So that's going to be 6 days, 6 looks. And I do want to bring in another palette. So just for one day, it's for a testing video actually, and I've been saying I'll be doing this video for the longest time. So it's the ABH Soft Glam, and I also need to pull the dupe into it, so let me go and get that. Right, and this is where I keep my other row of palettes. These are like the medium sized palettes, and then at the bottom drawer there's the smaller ones, which I'll show you in a minute as well, just so you're getting more of an overview, because I might not always do this in my videos just because I have to hold the camera and it makes it pretty awkward. So what did I come in here for now? Oh, the dupe palette. Yes. My mind isn't with it. Here we go. So this is meant to be the dupe for the Soft Glam, and it really is. I've actually done a video on it where I've just swatched them, but I've been saying now for weeks and weeks and weeks I'll do the video where we can tell on the eyes, is it dupe? I think I'm going to film it today. I'm going to my sister's probably in about an hour, so I really need to get my skates on. So I feel like I'm going to film it today, and then we can decide together whether you feel like it is a dupe. Obviously the quality of the eyeshadows are completely different. How many of these shades look like the ABH eyeshadows? Just the ABH ones were a little bit smoother, so again that's that drawer. And then the last drawer, it just looks like this. It's got a few palettes in it, but for the most part it's singles and quads. So yeah, that's that. Right, so here it all is, so all we need to do now is pop it away. Okay, so let's pop all this away. You're not really seeing it a lot, are you? Ooh. Can't drop Clinique. Right, that's better. Right guys, so I'm just going to give you another overview and then that will conclude the video. Right guys, so this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on a giveaway and would love for you to enter when it goes up. Please like, it really does help out the channel. Share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.